Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Julian Gennati, and it's podcast time, season 3, episode 4. With me is Alejandro. Dude, I know how you're feeling. You got a collared shirt on. You looking good. Where are you coming from?
Nowhere. I'm just outside. Outside.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just wear collared shirts outside? You just chill?
Um, to work. I don't know. Like,
Oh, you were at to work. Okay,
oh,
that's
I,
fine
I
then.
mean before that, but yeah, relaxed, relaxed mood.
Nice.
No, I'm not gonna
Nice.
stress this season. That's a lie.
um, so on episode 4, we got three things we're looking at because this is the last week of this is the last podcast before the transfer window wraps up. Um, but we do have match day 2 recap. We do have Allegri's post game rant, which you're gonna go right into. Um, and then we are gonna, like I said, look in the last minute market maneuvers, and we'll just throw out the names. It's mostly outgoing. It's mostly outgoing. It's Bonucci, Piazza, um, Keane, Kostic, any of those guys.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens. So with that, before we start to getting into those points, please like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay notified for all of our stuff. We are on a bit of a normal schedule now because we play once a week,
Yeah.
and it's easier for all of us, all three of us, to have a set schedule. So we got podcast one time a week. It's usually Thursday or Friday or Wednesday. You guys know what's going on. We got the live preview, my breakdown of a preview. We have the after darks, and then we have the typical daily news.
Yeah.
So, with all of that being said, we do have a recap. Well, I have to say my piece about what I saw on
Yeah.
Sunday.
You go.
So it's a repeat of 3 years.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like everyone's been saying this forever now, or because it's been 2 days post match. You can scrap the first 45 minutes of Udinese and you can throw it out the window because that is not the norm. This second half of Udinese and this past game against Bologna, that's the norm. That's last year. That's the year previous. Just with a little bit of different players and better players on the field. How's that? Like Chiesa, Vlahovic, they're actually on the field. Pogba actually played weird. Um, so it's the same garbage though. From what we saw in the first half against Udinese, did Cambiaso invert it all? No. He was non-existent against his former club. You would have thought home game, you want a first game as a Juventus player at home, you would have thought he would have come out guns blazing. Timothy Weah, meh. You know what I mean? Chiesa, did he have he had a lot of possession.
Yeah.
Did he do a lot with it? No. I thought that was one of Dusan Vlavic's best games though. In terms of hold up play, getting involved, his touches were nice and neat. He scored a great half scissor kick, whatever you want to say, on the offside goal. We'll get into that in a bit. And then he scored a great header. I thought he was very involved, and I thought he was very good. It's promising. Um, I hate Alexandro. I actually hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Uh,
It's been 9 years he's been here, but I've hated him for half the time he's been here. That's crazy, and he's still here starting. I 100% you ranted on it, and
yeah.
everybody rants on it. Like I hate him. Like why are you here? Like I know why he's here, but like why is he here in for the management side of it? Why is he here?
I'm.
You don't have to answer that.
At a point because somebody made a comment and he's right. I shouldn't divert my anger towards Alexandro at this point.
No, it's not like because
It's
of
not.
course he's gonna stay and play if he's told to play.
Yeah. But he's done. Like I call him an ex-footballer. Like he can play for
Yes.
a team with no expectations or whatsoever. I get it. Fine, whatever. But we have expectations as a club, as a fan, and he is just not cutting it. And he hasn't been cutting it for a while, and that's why post Udinese, I was like, he was okay, but I added like he didn't make a glaring error, but his passing was still off, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
first game, want to be positive, whatever. He was shit. Like that's the only word. Like he was absolutely shit on Sunday, you know, like, and it's 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 so obvious that even we're reaching a point where you have people like Ravanelli saying,
I was gonna say, I
"What
was
what
gonna
the
bring that
hell
up.
is happening? Like, what the hell is actually happening? You know,
Yeah.
what's that happening? Because nobody has an explanation. You know, I saw the explanation in the media. I read it, and you can throw that into the bin. You know, oh, he's
Yeah.
left-footed. He has no foot. Like he has no feet. Like left, right. He's terrible. Like that's just yes, he's left-footed. Whatever. Like okay, but he cannot use his left foot. Like he just can't. Like it's done. So I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like
For 3 years.
I don't.
Not even like just now. 3 years.
It's easy excuses from a certain group of people because they don't want to admit not that he's bad, but that he's playing because of a certain guy. Oh,
Yep.
Gatti's not left-footed. He wasn't left-footed last season when he was playing well the last 3 months, was he? Or did I miss something? Like did I
No,
did I
he
miss it?
decided to switch. He decided to switch.
Is he like Dembele when he got the question, which feet do you use, and he had no idea which one? Like, did
Yeah.
that happen? Because I have no idea. Because Gatti was playing and he was playing well, and he had and he was not left-footed, you know.
Yeah.
And he's playing. Danilo's not a center back. He's playing. So
Oh, okay. I was
like,
just about to say.
you know what I mean? Like,
I hate Alexandro, and not just like the dude's probably a good guy, but it's management that's made me hate him. I hate Danilo.
I,
I hate him.
you know what it is? Like, I don't hate Danilo. I
He's so bad.
okay, okay, but as a person, I hate what the club has made
Made
of
him
him.
out to be.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I hate, and that's not on him. You know, he's embracing that role. Why wouldn't he? Like, he's getting money, good money. You know, he's
But
ripping
is
us
the club
off.
making him tweet out things
I saw the
or
tweet. I
Instagram
saw the
things?
Instagram post, and I'm like, dude, shut up, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, read the effing room. Like, did you not? Like, I don't get it. Like, you have social media manager, whatever. You're just aware from the situation. Surely, you got the memo last season that you know what these posts are not good. But then I opened the comments in the post, and people are like, oh, we need 11 players like you. I'm like, for what? To do what? Because he's not a good
He's
like
bad.
I don't think he's like. No, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he's not good. He's not good. He's not a good defender. He's slow. He doesn't read the game very well. I just absolutely. And my biggest point is because we are shoehorning him and Alexandro in there, we are playing Bremer out of his position in the back three,
I
and he's
I
struggling.
feel so bad for Bremer.
And he's struggling because he's getting tackled by his own players. Like, I, I think he's going home and he's like, "What the hell is happening over here?"
Yeah.
I look like
He'd rather have freaking Torino center backs
yeah,
beside him.
he can. I don't think he's very. I think he can play centrally in the back three, but I don't think he should be playing there. But that's a different thing. But we are we are we are messing him up at this point because we're pairing him with one dummy and one soon to be dummy, in my opinion. If he's not, because I don't think he's completely useless, Danilo. But I don't think he's very good. Like I agree. I will. You know, we will get hate in the comments for saying it. But like I said it. I think we
No,
all said
it
it.
ain't.
Going into the season, that back line is not good. You know, I'm
No.
all for switching it up to a back four now. But that's not gonna
Oh,
happen because if it happens, you know Danilo's gonna play center back with Bremer,
yeah.
and that's you cannot do that. You just can't. You know, he's the captain. You know, are you gonna put him at a fullback again? That's also not gonna happen because we saw that a lot, and we saw that at Roma last season. He was getting cooked, like he
Yeah.
was getting absolutely cooked, and so that's not gonna happen. But the Gatti thing and this like that situation is as strange. Like Bremer picked up a knock, and I see Rugani warming up, and I'm like, what is happening
Yeah.
here? Like, what is actually happening? And I'm not saying Gatti's world class, whatever. Like, he can still turn out to be an absolutely pumpkin, but what he showed last season towards the back end of the season, how does he like how is he feeling at this point?
Yeah.
I think he knows. He knows like I should be out there. Like there's no way I should not be out there.
You better know. Like again, like you said, our better performances defensively at least have been with him in the lineup. from the back half of last year.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so back to the game. I was texting with my Zio, who commented, but I didn't get to watch like real time. I
Yeah.
had to watch it after, and I got a text from him. Like I usually turn off all my notifications, but I forgot to turn off his. He texted me, "What the hell is Alexandra doing?" I said, "Oh boy,"
Yeah.
because I got the text. I'm like, "Oh boy, what's going on?" And then I watch. I'm like, "You're tackling your own dude. You can't make 7 yard passes. You don't like." Oh, anyway, Rabiot sucks. What else is new? Moving on back to the game. He was horrible.
Yeah, it
He was
wasn't good.
horrible.
You know the
Locatelli was not good.
yeah.
Horrible.
I think we need
Fajoli was
to.
horrible.
I need to. I want to touch on Fazoli, but on Locatelli, we need to have a conversation because we can make the
I
excuse
will
of
start.
he's not
I
playing
will
in his.
start having one soon. I
He's
will
not.
have one soon with you. Yeah.
He's not playing
I'll
his
agree with you
position.
soon.
But man,
Yeah.
like you're messing up really basic stuff at this point.
Yeah.
Like position or like out, he's not good playing out. He can because I think he's the type of player who's better when he can. How do you need to put it when he can play with his face
Incisive
towards
passes.
no when
Yep.
when he can play with his face towards the goal of the opponent rather than play it you
Oh
know
yeah.
sideways whatever. I don't think he's good at it. I think he's actually terrible at it. He had some switches of play. He switched to play outside of the stadium, almost
Yeah.
like it was not good. And he's off pace. It seems like he's late. His positioning is off, especially in that first half. Not just his fault, like on his own in that first half. But we need to have a conversation on him because we can make the excuse, like not playing his position. I think the big thing is like he's not having an impact. That's the main issue for me. You
Yep.
know, I think he can have an impact. Differently, but position or not, like come on, like there's certain
I'm
things
gonna ask
you need
you.
to be good at even if you're playing center back.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you this. What's the point of him dropping beside Bremer to collect the ball?
None. But you know what it is? Like the back line cannot play out from the back. Like they're not
That's
they're not
I
good at
like.
all.
I understand why he's doing it, but like, what's him going back there and Danilo coming wide? Way is already wide. That dude doesn't. This is where Cambiaso was effective in the first game. He would come inside the
Yeah.
middle if Locatelli went to go get the ball, because Alexandra would go wide to the touchline, become the left wing back or whatever, and Cambiaso would come in the middle and collect the ball as a midfielder. That didn't happen yesterday.
No.
Locatelli came beside Bremer, got the ball, hoofed it long. Who's gonna get it? And Fajoli was like, he was watching a tennis game at some points. He's just going like this, back and forth.
I said it. Like there's no. I saw him with Udinese and I was like, nope, you're not. You cannot start on Sunday.
He's not ready.
You just can't. And on Empoli, I better see Miretti out there again
Yep.
because, like him or
Oh,
dislike him.
he's surviving the transfer window. He
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
but I was like him or don't like him. Well, he was like he played a part in that Udinese game, even preseason. Like everything was on that left hand side with him dropping
Yep.
in. Cambiaso taking over, Kids. Like that was all him. All those three. Like it was. If you look back at preseason and Udinese, it was all left sided, and it was always Chiesa, Cambiaso,
Yep.
Miretti. They were all involved consistently, and I made a point
Rabia
that
was not there.
no, yeah, fair. But I made a point that okay, you change one player, then it cannot completely like the idea cannot disappear completely. If
Sure
Fajoli
can.
comes in or whatever, yeah, but it should not be the case. If you know
It
what I mean.
shouldn't, but it sure can with these players.
Yeah, it can, but like it shouldn't. You tell
No.
Fajoli coming in or Rabiot, you're gonna do it now. It's not gonna look the same, but the idea
Yeah.
should remain the same. It's like Klopp, the system. I don't like he doesn't
Yep.
care who's up top. Like the idea remains the same. Is it gonna be
Yep.
as effective if Salah's out there or not? Probably not. Fine. But the
Yeah.
idea, the identity remains the same. You better make it work. And it will not look the
Yep.
same, effective wise. But the idea was completely different.
Yeah.
There was no pressing whatsoever, and that has nothing to do with players. Excuse me, who you're gonna play? Like there was no press at all.
Yeah.
At home,
It was Chiesa and Vlahovic chicken with their no heads going by themselves.
it was copy paste last season, and I was like,
Yep.
what is happening over here?
Yep. Going back because we talked about Mandy and Ellie last week. and how he invented some good ideas. We did not see anything like you said. So is it a point where Manuelli has to go talk to Rabiot? Or is Rabiot just Allegri's guy? Like, is there going to be some interesting discourse there behind the scenes?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because Rabiot, if this guy is introducing new ideas that is going along the lines of new age football, Rabiot ain't that guy.
That's what I at the end of the summer I was like, get it over with. It's done now. Like, it's
Yeah,
done. Yes, he will get the goals again this season. I have no doubt about that. I have absolutely no doubt about that. I think he will hit close to 7, 8 goals again. He will get those. I'm pretty sure about that. But if you want to move forward, you could have saved you a lot of money. You can.
yep.
And I think you would
Well,
have,
fuck, we would have got Fartesi or something though, so maybe not.
okay, fine. But then you had a player for 4 years. Now you've spent 11, 12
Yeah,
million. That's gone again. Like, it's gone,
yeah,
you know? But you
yeah,
could have just kept, you could have got Fratesi if you wanted, but you could have kept Rovella and moved Locatelli. You have Miretti. Like,
yeah,
that should be good enough to, if the goal is top four, get top four, It should be good enough. More than
yeah,
good enough, Because I refuse to believe you need Rabiot to get top four. I refuse to believe it. Like, I really do. I refuse to believe
yeah.
that. He's not the player that's going to move the needle for you making top four or not, you know? So
No,
it's not going to change. Like Pogba. Rabiot's going to play, so it's going to look like that moving forward.
100%.
It's not going to look as
That's
dynamic.
why, yeah. And he doesn't get subbed out, even though he's having the worst game, or not worst game I've ever seen him play, because definitely I've seen him play way worse. But he was horrible. He doesn't get subbed out. Locatelli gets subbed out. Fagioli gets subbed out, which they should have, because they were equally as bad. But then Pogba comes in, and Yildiz comes in, but no Moretti.
I was confused with that one. I was. I
I thought
really.
if you're going to make a substitution, it'd be the exact same as just a flip flop, just
Yeah,
Moretti
yeah,
in, Fagioli out.
yeah. But he took Chiesa out of as well. Uh,
Yeah.
for Milik, who he wasn't bad, Milik. Um,
Again, that it,
but that
it doesn't make sense though. You got Milik
that's my
and
point.
Vlahovic, the same dude.
That's my point. He was just dropping in Milik a little bit, but
Yeah,
you needed to chase the game. I wasn't for that as well. But the Miretti one, I cannot explain. I have no idea why he didn't came on. Was he scared that balance was completely gone in the midfield? But I was like, you're losing. I mean, you need to take a shot, because I think that would have been more effective if you had Pogba out there with Miretti,
yeah,
you know, in that midfield, because they were stinking it up that midfield the
yeah,
entire game. So
yeah,
I expect him to start on Sunday. I do. I will be absolutely shocked if he doesn't start on Sunday, and
yeah.
he probably won't. He probably won't. And Fajoli can have a good game, but if you go by game to game, you shouldn't be starting. Like,
Yep.
he
I
should,
agree.
like, he has 90 minutes now. Fajoli.
145 or 135 because he played the half of
Oh,
this
he played. Okay,
Udinese.
yeah. That's true. And it wasn't good, man. And I'm being nice. It wasn't good. So it is what it is, I guess.
Obviously, the only sub that did work was the Cambiaso Illing one.
Yeah. Um, Junior just.
We can have that. We can have this conversation right now because why are we even thinking about selling him?
That's like, I describe him the same thing. Like, and he's a bit of chaos when he comes on.
He
Junior,
is.
because you
He
can
should
see.
not play. He should not be a wing back. Not a chance. He should be
No,
a winger.
I think he showed
He
that.
should be a winger.
I think he showed that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit though.
But it's
After.
chaos,
But
and I
let's just
like
talk
it
about him.
because when I see him play, I'm like, man, he can improve so much. Like,
Yes.
you can. It's some work. I get it. It's not all balance. It's not all thought through, or for everyone, or whatever you want to call it. But when he comes
Yeah.
on, I think everybody's like, okay, something could
Yep.
happen here. It could.
Yep.
First touch, he trips over the ball.
Yep.
I'm like, next one he will be this man, and he did. Like, he did. I
Hmm.
think a minute after, he skips past a player. with ease, with great ease. I'm like, yes, like that. He brought what Cambiaso
He's
didn't brought.
19.
He's
He's
19. I
19.
think people, when I talk about Miretti, like they're so young. Like yes, Miretti's second
Yes.
season out, but they're still extremely young. You know, they are,
Yep.
and they will need time. And Junior especially, he needs time. But if he stays, he better signs that new deal really soon, because 25 is a bit weird. He needs to get that
Yeah.
deal really soon. And like you said, I don't get the links. I don't get it. You know, because Kostic has played 0 minutes.
Yep.
Surely that's the guy you're trying to move on, but
I think they are. I think they actually are.
they are okay. But like the way
They're
Romeo
having a
Greci
tough time
put the
with it.
Junior thing, I was like, there were a lot of loan offers, but the club was not listening to loan offers. So I'm like it makes
Yeah.
no sense. Like you're playing him, but if it's a loan, no. If money comes in, you're like, yeah, goodbye. You cannot build a
You're
team like that.
playing him and he's producing
Yeah,
as a 19-year-old in this team.
that's my point.
So
Like
again,
you cannot do
yeah,
like if he was not involved, whatever. Like I get it, but like you're playing him, he's doing well, but you're ready to sell if needed. I don't get it. Like
it doesn't make sense to me. And we actually have not a perfect opportunity, but you have an opportunity to play a 4-3-3 and you
yeah,
just let Ailing do his thing.
yeah,
Like don't worry about like you can track back, yes. Like don't worry about actually defending. You know what I mean? Like one on one, and that's your mantra for the whole game. You doesn't if you just play a 4-3-3 with KS on the other side, whatever you want to swap wings, whatever. You have the opportunity to do that because you have Cambiaso who could play as a left back. I don't care what anyone says. He can play left back. Maybe not like the Zambrotta can, but like
for
he can
me,
play
he's a
left
left
back.
back. So
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like he's not gonna be the best
yeah, yeah,
thing since sliced bread. Um, and then you can try out Timmy Weah on the right because it can't get any worse than what Alexandre Danilo will do anyway. And then you can have Gatti and Bremer in the middle. Who cares? I'm just bouncing ideas right now.
yeah.
But playing Ailing as a wingback, I think it's not good. In the long run, it's going to hinder him from expressing himself to his fullest.
I agree.
So, but that guy, like you said, chaos, and it's fun, at least.
Yeah, because he offers something. He offers something
Yep.
different to even Cambiaso
Oh, of
on
course.
Sunday.
Cambias is more of the technic or tactical little spice that Juventus has. Well, that I thought they had, but on match day 2 it wasn't there. Match day 1 it was, but match day 2 no.
Yeah. So
Do we want to talk about refereeing?
uh,
I'm bored of it. Because
I'm bored that the club is doing nothing about it. Because
I actually don't even care about that either because I don't like it does not like
I
dress or
do
shit. That's it.
I do because now the narrative is because they're spending him 2 months. Now the narrative is you better just call anything against him now. You do.
Against Juventus?
Yeah, because nobody's gets suspended for that long. The narrative is that's the only mistake made in that game.
That's fair.
That's my issue. That's where the club should be like, hold on here. We're not having this now. You know? We're not having this.
It was a penalty though.
It was a pen. Like, it was a pen. But
100%.
it was a pen on Kiss as well. Like, the guy just
Yes.
climbs on his back for no good reason. Like, the ball was coming towards
And it
Kiss.
hit his hand. But regardless.
But, like,
Um
I'm not saying that we should have won that game because of that. That's not my point.
No.
My point is
No.
the club should make a statement because now the narrative is out there that for referees, you better call these things now, you know? And they should have called it, by the way. But, like, the pressure is completely there. Like, the narrative has flipped and the media is pushing it. And even Tutto Sport is asking, like, come on, like, speak up, stand up for yourself. And the club has not done that for ages at this point. They don't. And I'm not saying put out a statement every single week and go in front of the camera and yell. But I think this week was a good point to be like, hold on. Other things have happened. Everybody is not talking about it. Let's not do this now. Because that's not good. I don't like that.
All they have to say is the ref missed calls on both sides.
Yeah, but that's getting brushed under the carpet. That's the issue here.
I know. I'm just saying, like, all they have to do is say that. Like, the ref, like, okay, he can get suspended for 2 months, but he's also missed calls on our side as well. It's
And
not
also
just
the ref gets suspended. I'm like, okay, he didn't see that on the pitch, but like call him to the screen. Like that's
yeah,
the main issue. Like they say, oh VAR,
because
like
he
that.
he signaled this that they came together.
Yeah, they
I
came
saw.
together.
Yeah.
And the first look, like
Well,
real life, I thought, yeah, they came together. It looked like that to me. Then they showed a replay. I
yeah.
was like, they didn't came together. That's a pen.
No. Yeah.
That's a pen. I get it. That's a
Yeah.
clear pen. Um, but that's the narrative out there, and as long as the club's not going to address it, it's going to be out there
Yeah.
forever. And
No, I agree with you on that point. I agree with you that
they should have
yeah.
speak up because it's always the same thing when they play us. When we get
Yeah.
remember Sanitana last year, and you had Gravina coming out. Oh, don't, chill out. They didn't make a mistake. I'm like, what the f are you talking about? They missed
Yeah.
a complete dude. How can you? And even then, the club was quiet, and that's an
Yeah.
issue. That's where the club needs to be like, show some respect because you messed up, and nobody got suspended, by the way. Back
Yeah.
then, that's when the club should speak up and be like, take that back now, because you're talking
Yeah.
absolute bullshit. That cost us the game completely. You missed a guy completely, and
Yep.
nobody got suspended. That's what's out there, and that's what I want the club to do. That's actually what the sport is saying. Like, Jesus, step up, man, speak. And that's why I keep saying the club's weak. It's extremely weak. It's extremely weak.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. In that regard, I was just more or less saying fans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna moan about
Like,
the pens, whatever. Like, we need to beat Bologna.
yeah.
Period. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
not
gonna
even
do
like
that.
for us. I'm just saying like the referee, like even just the referees suck in the sport. They suck
Yeah.
in general. The referees suck in general.
Yeah.
So as fans, who cares? Move on. Like next week, Inter's gonna get a penalty for nothing. Milan always gets penalties for nothing. Napoli's gonna get a one against them for whatever reason, and it's not gonna be just. And then everyone's gonna talk about that. It's Serie A, it's England, it's all over the world. So it is what it is. Don't complain about that. Everyone gets screwed at some point. Um, so yeah, we suck still. I guess that's the grand scheme of things. That's my match recap
Yeah.
in any sense. Except Vlahovic was good.
That was
That's
my
the
only
one I'll say.
positive. Well,
Yeah, he was very good.
he looks
Oops.
he looks fit.
Motivated.
Yeah, and he looks fit.
Yeah,
I think that was also an issue. Like, he wasn't fit last season throughout the
yeah,
90 minute, like throughout the season. Like, so many
yeah,
issues. Also, he looks um angry, but in a good way, not in the Dybala staring down the board in the
yeah,
stands type of way. He looks hungry in a way of, I owe you guys one, because last season was bad. For so many
yeah,
reasons it was bad for me personally. So I need to step up. And I think this far he has stepped up. Not just the
yeah.
goal or like an assist, whatever. Like, not even that. Just
Build up
even
play.
build up play, tracking back. Closing
Yep.
down space
Effort.
that wasn't there last season, especially after the World Cup. That wasn't there. Like, it was a bit moaning, very frustrating
Yep.
with everything, and we understood that. But at one point we were like, okay, now we just need to play, because flapping your hands around, it's not going to make it better for anyone.
Yep.
But he looks ready. He looks like he has something to prove, which is
Good
good,
for us.
because I believe in him. I think he can get 20 goals. He should.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a stretch, but if we play
If he
like
plays
this, it's
the
a
whole
stretch.
season. If he plays the whole season.
Yeah, but if we play like we did on Sunday, it might be a stretch because we don't
Well,
create.
he
I
still
think
scored.
yeah,
He
like
still scored 2 goals technically.
he had 2 touches in the box basically, and he put
Yeah.
them away both, so that's good. But I expect a big season from him as well as Chiesa, and I think he will deliver. I think he will.
Yeah. Chiesa was a bit frustrating, but you're
I
gonna
don't
have
think he
those
was
type of
bad,
games
Chiesa.
when-
It was just not coming off.
It was frustrating.
completely.
It was.
It was
I never said it was
frustrating.
bad. Like it was frustrating.
It's frustrating. There was no
I
link
was.
up.
I was
as well.
frustrated for him.
Yeah. There was very little link up,
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You need the support with him though, right? Like the midfielders were ass, and Cambiasso was a shell of himself, and Weah's on the other side, kind of hiding the game in the game. So
Yeah, that
Chiesa
right
has
hand
no
side
support.
is a problem because like it's kind of dead.
Yeah.
There's not much going
Yep.
on, and it's not on way out, but we don't.
The ball doesn't go over there.
yeah, that's like we're a really left-sided team, and that's normal because Kiesa's out there, you know.
Yep.
But you need to find some balance because you need to get him into the games now. Yeah, you do. Um,
Well, how about McKennie coming on for him, doing some weird tricks and falling
Actually,
over the ball a
like
couple
I give him
times?
praise because he he made a difference when he came on. Like he did.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is with McKennie, but he made a difference. It looked lively. Like it is what it is.
Imagine he's now a right wing back. He's a backup right wing back.
Yeah, that's not good, but we knew that going into the season. You know, it was
I'm just saying, like his
yeah.
career went from. Actually, you know what? He played everywhere at Schalke, so and he's definitely not a center for this team. So I
No,
guess you know
no,
what?
it's obvious where he's
Fuck
gonna
it.
play this season.
Yeah, he's gonna deputize his American buddy.
But like if Weah's out for a couple of weeks, like
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
gonna
good.
cut it. So he needs to find a solution there.
Yeah,
And
and it's not Sule anymore because he's gone to Frosinone.
no, I think the solution will be he's gonna move Chiesa or something like that. I
Oh
think it will be something like that. It will, or he's gonna
no,
stick.
Deschilio when he comes back.
He's not coming back. Write this down. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back before January, and you'll pick up more injuries. So
Oh, okay. I thought
yeah,
you
no,
meant like
he's not
he's
gonna
not
get
coming back to the
involved. Like
team.
whatever, you know, just terminate his contract mid-season or at the end of the season, get it over with.
Damn. Okay. So after all that, you go. You want to touch on what Allegri said because apparently he's fed up already
But he
with
said
match day 2.
nothing.
Well, okay, he didn't say anything, but like he did a weird. Didn't he do like an exclusive interview after?
But that was recorded on Thursday before
Oh,
the game.
okay, a few days ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't recorded afterwards because that wouldn't have made sense at all. But it was recorded, and actually, the big part still needs to drop. No, it will drop on Thursday, but it was recorded on Thursday, something like that as well. So for
Okay.
last Thursday, but yeah, just the same reports as last week, as last year. You know, yelling, not being happy, and whatever. You know, and I'm like, it's match day 2. It's match day 2, and here we are again. You know, no surprise because well, we have somebody on the board who was trying to kick him out. So
Yeah.
what are like when that story came out with Mana, I was like, no, not with Calvo. I was like, how?
How is he
Like
still here?
how? Because it's clearly and Juntali. If you tell Juntali, don't worry about money, he's gone. He's not gonna work
Yeah.
at Allegri.
Oh yeah, for
The,
sure.
the cards are what they are. Like they came in, the cards were already um, on the table, and he just looked at it and he needed to make it work. Because there's no way I believe he's like, oh yeah, man, fantastic. They're putting up the act, but the reports are strong from good sources and they're consistent.
Yeah.
So, and just logical thinking, you would assume like that's the logical explanation. It's money. That's why he's still here, basically.
It's bizarre. Okay, so Juventus, just for everybody who actually doesn't know the story, Juventus want to fire Max Allegri. Max Allegri costs a lot of money on Juventus's books. If Juventus fired Max Allegri, then we'd be in the red and in a lot of debt, more debt than we should be. His staff would have to go with him, like all of his staff, and Max Allegri also apparently rejected a Saudi Arabian team to coach them. So Max didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Max wanted to stay at Juventus, but Juventus doesn't want Max.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
And now you have match day 2 blow-ups.
Yeah. Somebody told me, oh, it's not good sources. I'm like, man, it happened last year so many times from good sources. I'm going to take it to the bank this time. I'm going to take it to the bank. Like, at one point, you're like, it's so consistent. You just need to believe it. We don't want to believe Lukaku and Berardi at the beginning, but so consistent, it was true. Like, it turned out to be completely true. Like, when there's fire, coming
Where
from
there's smoke,
multiple,
there's fire.
yeah, but from multiple sources, like that one. Like it's consistent, and the story always like every source adds the other detail to the story. Like it. I saw another report today saying he was not happy with the transfer win. I'm like,
I was just gonna bring that up.
I'm like, you knew what the season is gonna be. Do not complain now. Like if
Yeah.
you're not happy, you should have left. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like, don't, like I said at the start of the season, I don't want to hear a single excuse. I don't want to hear it. No
Yeah,
injuries, no other transfer market is this, not anything. I
dude.
don't want to hear absolutely anything. The team he has at his disposal is good enough to play a better brand of football. And don't come in the comments, oh, you only want good football. What about winning? We are not doing both. We're not doing any of those things. You know, it's like the Tottenham take. I said they're playing good in preseason. You know what? They're doing it again. Are they going to win stuff?
Yep.
I don't know, but the fans are excited after being in the in a dumpster for so many years. They're excited.
Yep.
You go from there. You know, you don't go from
Yep.
being crap to winning out of nowhere. That happened once, and it was Conte. That doesn't happen
Yep.
very often. Like, it doesn't happen. It needs time. You build something. We're building absolutely nothing. So
Yeah, we're building on mediocrity.
that's it. That's it. So I need, I have no time for excuses whatsoever this season. None. Like, I don't want to hear anything. You play once a week, and he's already flipping that into an excuse. Oh, not sure what to do with my time. Train these guys. Like,
Yeah.
make them better. Like, what you don't know? Like, what? I cannot believe that comes
That's
out of the
crazy.
mouth of a coach. Like, that's
Yeah.
you don't know what to do during the week. How? Like, what? It's like me going to
Yeah.
work, you know, and I'm like, man, I need to work 6 days out of the 7. Like, I have no idea what to do
What
with
do
the
I do?
other 5 days. I know the first day, but other than that, I don't know what to do. Well, your work, your job, like, it's still there. Monday, Tuesday, it's the same job.
Yeah.
That's wild, and that's
And
already an
again,
early
with
excuse in my opinion.
with us though, even with us, like how we said we have a set schedule now, it makes it easier almost. Like he can have every day, like Monday we do this, Tuesday we do this, Wednesday we do this, Thursday we do this, Friday we do this, or Friday we leave,
Yeah,
or whatever, if it's an away day. So have more boardroom sessions. Have more, I don't know, rehab sessions to rehab your players that always get hurt. I don't know. Like get these guys back fitter and faster and better. There's many things you can do. Yeah, we don't like that he's here. We know that. Are you done talking about Allegri? Because again, like you said, he has no excuses. He should have no excuses. I'm on the same board as you. We've been on that board for 2 years now, so it is what it is. You're looking at transfer news, I assume. So I'm going to
no, that.
transition us into the transfer segment.
Oh,
And yeah.
no, there's nothing.
Oh, there's nothing. Okay. We're still going to transfer or go to the transfer segment now. And I'm here to remind you to like the video and subscribe. It's free. Just like it. Helps us grow. Helps us get our content to other people in the YouTube world. Okay. 2 confirmed deals to Frosinone. Actually 3 in total, but 2 in the past 24 hours. Sule gone. Kyle George gone. Are they now the team to watch? I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna watch Frosinone.
I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna do that. If they're on and I have time, I'll put it on. But I'm not gonna stay home to watch Frosinone.
I honestly think Matthias Sully's not going to start a lot, or Kyle George. I don't think they're going to start a lot. I can't believe Bernache started on the weekend, to be honest. I'm shocked.
I mean, they took a lot of time to make that decision, so I'm assuming they have some guarantees they're gonna play.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, otherwise, that would have been a bad decision. You know, Kaya
For
took
Kyle George
forever.
and Bernache, I get it, but for Sule, that point makes more sense because we could have sold him.
Yeah, but like there was no offer. You know, so
Yeah.
I kind of stuck with it then, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they go out, play, do well. But Kayo's not gonna be here. I don't see it. Bonacea is definitely gonna
No.
be here. Sule is the flip up, you know, but it's most likely he's not gonna be here in the future. I think. But let's
Okay.
see. Let's
Let's
keep an eye on him.
let, so let's go off that Matthias Sule thing a little bit more because last year his agent and said that Juventus is offering a good project for him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What did we just go over earlier with Kenan Yildiz? What did his agent say to him now that he just resigned an extension.
Before or
No, right now.
did his agent speak?
Yeah, his agents, well, like a month ago, said the project is good. We
Oh
like it.
yeah,
We want to
before
stay
you,
here.
yeah, yeah. Okay, at that point,
Almost
yeah,
the
yeah,
exact same words as Matthias.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
I
look
don't know.
what
Maybe
happened.
that's an agreement. They're like, oh, uh, it's done. Or like get a season out on loan. But looking at this, how the squad is built, it makes no sense. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm assuming like he's not going to be here, in my opinion. Because
But,
like he should be in this squad. Like just looking at the personnel we have. So the fact that
yeah.
we're like no, tells me with Allegri it's done.
Does that make you nervous for Yildiz?
Not really, because I
Okay.
actually think he absolutely loves Yildiz like he loves Miretti. Like,
Oh, okay. So
so I
you're
think
playing
he's
with coach,
calm.
yeah.
I'm actually surprised Yildiz is getting minutes this early in the season, even if it's
Yeah,
5 or 8 minutes. I'm actually surprised.
absolutely.
I couldn't believe it. I still cannot believe he's making he's subbing him in.
Yeah.
But no, with those two guys, I don't have an issue like a fear. But with Sule, I don't think he's coming back
Yeah,
if
it's down
Allegri
there.
is going to be. Maybe in general he's never coming back if he's just not going to cut it. Yeah, and Pedula saying the last two transfers are Piaka and Bonucci, and that's it. Then it's done.
Market closed.
Yeah, I still
Like, yeah, that's
I
fair.
I still can't believe Nicolosi is staying for his own sake. I don't get it.
I mean, something still might pop up. Like,
Nah.
that guy's word is not end of the world.
Yeah, but let's assume no. I have no explanation as of why he's willing to stay for his own sake.
Yeah.
He's not gonna play. Like, let's be honest, once a week,
No,
like
no
Smiretti's
chance.
gonna say like there's absolutely no chance unless you're winning 5-0 or something like that, and you put him in. But other than that, like he's just not gonna play. I see him play McKennie in midfield rather than Nicolosi if
Yeah.
needed. So even Pogba, playing 30 minutes almost in total with extra time.
Yeah.
If he can stay fit, like that's yeah, I think he's gone in January, I think. But that's also not a good move, like mid-season moving. Like, I don't know, man. That's one of those weird ones this summer. Like, we're trying to trim the squad and you keep him. Weird.
Yeah.
Very strange.
So
Like,
I think
you could have done with
we're at,
moving him and keep Sule,
yeah.
position-wise.
Yeah.
But,
We have 26 players on the roster, not including Yildiz and Hoysen.
yeah, you
So
should. Yeah.
technically we have 28. So we have like 5. Like, you really want to only have like 23 men, especially in this type of season when there's no midweek games, like we discussed already. So if Bonucci and Piazza go, that'll be 26. Well, when they go, because I think that's pretty much, those are done.
Yeah, they're gone.
Like, Bonucci has to go.
And
And then
Piaka as
Piazza
well.
is, yeah.
They're gone.
I can't believe he's actually going permanently to Rietska or whatever he's going to.
Yeah.
I don't even know what team he's going to, but whatever. Good for him.
Rijeka.
I can't believe he's 20. It's 2023, late August, and he's still technically a Juventus player. I can't believe that.
I can. But
Thank you for that Champions League Porto goal
yeah,
back
like
in
injuries,
2016,
like, it's just,
17.
like he had all the talent, but like injuries and all those things. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
classic case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for Bonucci's case, it's Lazio or Roma, right? I don't think he's going to.
I'm
Berlin.
actually done
No.
reporting. I don't care. Like, he's gone. Like,
Okay.
I couldn't care less
Well,
where he goes. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
sure.
get it
I
over with
agree.
at this point. Just get it over with. I'm from the standpoint that he's not gonna move before the transfer window ends, and we will terminate his contract, and then he will leave on a free after the window.
Oh, okay.
That's the
so you're
vibe
thinking
I'm
worst
getting.
case scenario.
Yeah, we're gonna pay him off anyway, so
Yeah.
I think that's something
Okay.
that will be done after the transfer window. In my opinion, like that, like the way things are moving, like he's taking forever. I'm like, dude, you have 3 options. You're gonna play 1 year. You're done at the national team. If Spalletti is actually serious, just pick
Yeah.
a team and move on, man. Like, come on. I don't
Why
know
don't
what
you
he's
just
thinking
retire
about.
now?
I would have like, I'm not gonna lie, I would have retired. Like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
that's this ending is. And remember when the news came out and it was like, man, there's more to it. And well, Allegri said it. Like in February, we sat him down and we're like, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, take
made a
the
decision.
appreciation night or whatever.
He
Like
didn't
Chiellini got.
like he said or retire. He probably shouldn't have said that, but like, and they actually like that was a sorry. They told him you can have a you know, greet the
Farewell party or
fans.
whatever.
Yeah, like, and
Yeah.
he said no. I'm gonna convince you, and okay, you make you
You didn't convince, bro.
like we told you in February you were injured up to the last month. Nothing changed,
Yeah.
and postseason arrives, and we were like, dude, you're done. We told you. We absolutely
Yeah.
told you, and you're still here. So that's on him. They try to do the good thing. They try to say, make the decision now, whatever. Have your, goodbye at the stadium and let's move on. And
Yep.
he said no. Okay. At that point, I'm like, yeah, it's on you, man. Because the club was 100% right to tell you it's done. They should have done for
Wasn't
other
that
players. They should have done for other players as
yeah,
well.
for
That's a
sure.
different issue. But I said it with Chiellini, like an absolute legend of the club. I'm like, man, if you play, you're good, but we need to move on. We haven't moved on in the right way. I agree with
Yeah.
that. But there's a time when things are just done, and we need to move on. We cannot hold on to past glories or whatever you want to call it. And the club
Yeah.
did the right thing. He said no. Okay, then, that's up to you now. Don't
Doesn't
cry.
that just like it just mirrors his whole career?
Yeah, he's stubborn.
Like how this is ending?
Like unbelievable. Like he cannot go. He cannot return to the club now, which I'm fine with.
Like he's whiny bitch syndrome. Like
Like
he
lawyers and all those things. Like he's done.
Yeah.
He's done at the club. So that's a positive thing in my opinion. No happy, fun jobs, just on vibes, I guess,
Yeah.
which is good. But like I'm like he's talking like he's posting Instagram stories about morals, and I'm like, dude, like surely you're not the guy to to talk about that. Like it's he's like he moves like things didn't happen in the past. Like
Yeah.
it's very strange. Like I don't get it when he knows what happened in the past. Everybody knows what happened in the past. I don't get it. Like he's a very weird guy, but we kind of knew that, no?
Yeah, we knew well we had the two documentaries, didn't they? Like
Yeah, that was bad.
yeah.
That was really
He just came off
forced.
he came off as a weirdo.
He came out as a weirdo. Also, that gives me. It was really forced. You know,
Yeah.
it was really. It didn't feel natural. Like it doesn't feel
No.
natural with Danilo now.
Yeah.
Not in that extent because with Bonucci it came off as completely fake. In terms of
Yeah.
even the players were like, yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. With Danilo, like I'm not getting that vibe with Danilo to that extent, but that's it. I tweeted out the picture today. I'm like, we have no captains at the club, like real leaders, because I want a captain. He also needs to be good. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
of
sorry.
course.
He needs to be the guy on that pitch where players are like, man, we're struggling, we're crap. And you look at it and he's like, man, he's playing great. I need to up my game now. He's doing it. Why should I not doing it? When I have Chiellini out there, Bonucci,
Yeah.
Chiellini,
No.
Buffon, Del
Buffon,
Piero, like they
Del
were
Piero.
making the difference week in, week out. Nedved had the armband a couple of times. Those players make the difference week in, week out.
Do you know what the difference is here?
No matter how bad we are.
Obviously, pre Benucci, it was like you said, it was Del Piero, it was Buffon, it was Chiellini. Even when those guys were the captains, the assistant captains were who? Nedved
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Buffon and Chiellini. It was that same leadership core. And then you give it to Benucci, who's a snaky little guy. And now it's Danilo, who's shit at the game. You know what I mean? Like in hockey, the best player isn't always the captain, but it's the guy who's consistently good at the sport. When you have a consistently meh player playing and he's your captain, you're going to be a shit team. Or not the best, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Juventus is still better than Frosinone and Lecce and all that garbage, but they're not at the upper echelon of where they should be. If you have a guy
I
like
agree.
Danilo as your captain and Benucci, like old shit Benucci as your captain.
You know what? When we say this, a lot of people say, "Oh, who's the captain material? Who should be the captain?" I'm like, okay, like I agree. I don't have a captain feeling with any of these players as of now. I don't have
Yeah.
proof he's a good captain, but that doesn't take away. I cannot say I don't think he's a good captain. That should not be
For sure.
pushed. That
Don't say
should not
who's
be
your
the standard.
suggestion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I agree. But it's being pushed in a way that I'm like, it's forced. It's really really forced. Like it's up to
Yeah.
it's reaching a point where I'm like, you're doing this weekly. Are you trying to tell me something, or like are you scared we are forgetting? I
Yeah.
don't get it. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like it's very weird, and it's not. We're not in a moment where you need to push these things, in my opinion. But again, a lot of fans eat that up, and the club, knows
If we're
how to
if we
build it.
weren't in such a financial mess and Vlahovic and Chiesa were on the chopping block essentially, I would have given it to one of those guys.
Oh, like that. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not Vlahovic.
You know what it is?
God, no, but probably like it's all about in the dressing room too, and I get that, but like on the field, Danilo's not a fucking captain, man. Whatever. This doesn't matter. We're not changing anybody's mind. I'm gonna be serious. Like Alexandro Danilo are 32 years old. It's 2023, and they're still here.
Are they both 32? I have no idea.
Yeah,
They're
like
32.
Danilo was a career substitute player until he came to our team.
Yeah, but like
He was a substitute player.
if you, I've, I got called out for saying that. I got called out.
For what? For being
Oh,
right?
now Danilo is a sub or whatever. Like, oh, Cancelo is a sub. That's the response you get. I'm like, fine, well, if you think that, but like that
It's
doesn't
not the.
change
But
Danilo's
who
career
cares? Yeah.
path. Okay, that's not gonna change anything about it. Like, it doesn't change Danilo starting week in week out for City and Real Madrid. Like that's not gonna happen. Like, it's not Back to the Future here. Like, it is what it is.
Real Madrid fans threw that guy out of their club. That's how much he
So did
sucked.
City.
Not sucked. Yeah, okay. Well, the City fans aren't as big as Real Madrid, right?
Yeah,
So
but like he was
yeah,
not good.
same idea. Yeah,
I don't think people forget when he was playing in the back four with Sadi and all those things. Like,
yeah, not good.
it wasn't good. And now it's like, oh, but he doesn't make mistakes. I'm like,
Yes, he does.
yes, he does. But like, even if he doesn't, that should not be this. Does he make a difference? That's when I look at a player,
Well,
I'm like, do you make the difference? Like that's,
compared to his buddy Sandro, he's a godsend. But yeah,
but like when you look at a player, you should not be like, oh, but he doesn't mess up. That should not be the standard. Like that should be just the norm. Like you play for you shouldn't
yes,
be messing up.
the expectation is
Yeah,
to not mess
the
up.
standard is like, are you making the difference? Buffon was making them. Chiellini was making them. Like Vidal,
Yes,
Marquinhos, like they're all making a difference, all over the place.
yes,
That's what I want back for this club. And I get the situation, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and be like, oh, you know what, Danilo's great. No, maybe in that back three, whatever, or back four, whatever you want to call that, like the entire center back partnership issues, like okay, but like the Sanders is still on the floor. So I'm gonna say no. That should not be the standard for this club, but it is. So we need to live with it as of now, I guess. I mean, for a long time because he signed a deal until 26 or something, right? 25?
forgot about that. So thank you.
No, I think it's 25, right? I think it's 25. I think it was 25.
That doesn't help me. So thank you again.
Yeah, I'm not here to help, but I'm just putting it out there. He's gonna be here for a while, But that's fine. Like you can still bench him.
Yeah,
You can still
you're
replace him
gonna
and
bench the
bench him.
captain now and make a big
I think if Allegri's gone, the
hoopla.
next one man comes in. He's like, I couldn't care less.
Oh,
If you have a real coach,
you hope that happens.
yeah, but like if you have a coach and you have Juntli, because Juntli is not gonna tell. He's not that type of man because he picks a coach and he agrees with a coach and then you do your thing. What do you
Yeah.
need? Those type of players, fine, you make it work. Because I think if next
Yeah.
month, like, there's no way. Let's make something up really quickly. Like, let's say I don't even know who we.
Just say Deserbi. Just say Deserbi.
Yeah,
for
he's not
Chiefs
gonna play
fans.
Danilo in a back three.
No.
Like I'm sorry, like that's just
No.
absolutely not gonna happen. That's not
He'd
gonna happen.
rather play Mulazzi as an 18-year-old that he can warp his mind and
That's
say, "Yeah, you got it, buddy."
yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, okay, we just need to power through it, I guess. But yeah, man.
I'm tired of powering through though. I don't want
I
to power
am,
through
but
anymore.
like I moaned for a year now. I'm also tired about doing that. You know, I
We
made
should
it.
just take like a 1 year. We should take a 1 year hiatus and come back in May when he's done. Actually, no, he's probably not done because we're probably gonna make top four.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's the goal, but
I
like,
made
oh my
a
god.
Before we wrap it up, I made
Yeah.
a review of the month, and I said the August is a flop.
Yeah,
We
for
didn't
sure it
start the
is.
season, and somebody said, "Oh, we didn't lose. It's 4 points."
It's not 6.
That that there, like if we played Napoli and Milan, I would be like, okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll take it. I'll take it at this
Yeah.
moment in time. We played Udinese and Bologna at home. We failed. We failed.
Yep.
We set a standard already for the season.
Yep.
We did. We did. Oh, but we played 45 minutes well. I'm like, good. What about the other three halves? We were terrible
Yep.
and got dominated by Bologna for large parts of
Yep.
that game. That midfield got overrun completely. So,
By Morrow and Abisher and
yeah, I need to look
ooh,
up some of these players.
Ferguson.
Like he is a bench player for Scotland, by the way.
Yep.
He doesn't start for Scotland. Like, it's mad. Like, these things are actually happening. I like Monta. I said it during the summer. I think he's a good coach. He has potential because he has good ideas. And he's working with, yeah,
Not the best.
he's not working with the best. He's working with Scotland subs. So
Yeah.
I said we failed. We missed. We completely missed the boat. The start of the season is missed,
Yep.
because
No, I agree.
there's already back a negative feeling around the club. There is. It was
Yep.
all rosy on Sunday when we played with Udinese. But now it's just back on all vibes again.
Yep.
And it's just September. Like on Sunday, it's the first game in September. So we need to win on Sunday because I need to go into the national break with no stress whatsoever. If you don't beat Empoli on Sunday, then that international break is going to be wild.
A month. It's gonna feel like a month, not 14 days.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
like the rumors and everything is going to be wild. Because I don't think it's going to be like last season because you have somebody on the board now like Calvo who doesn't want Allegri. You have somebody like Giuntoli who will be happy to move on. The rumors will be different compared to last season if it all goes south. They won't be like last season because Alcon put Giuntoli in there and he stepped back, Giuntoli. I'm not saying that he's going to get sacked, whatever, but the rumors will be completely different. The news
Well,
reports.
Yeah, but do you remember before, like you said, we wrap it up? Do you remember last year
I
how
do.
insane it was?
Yeah.
That was insane, dude. Every other day there was like Allegri's out. Oh, Allegri's in. Oh, Allegri's out.
I get
Like
it.
every other day there was something. During the World Cup, that was crazy.
But back then we had no board, and we was like, who's gonna make that decision? Who's gonna
Yes,
do
but
it?
now we have one.
No, now we have, and that's my point. Now the
Yeah.
rumors are gonna be different, and they're probably gonna come from good sources if things go completely south, because
I
Alcon
don't think
told
it's gonna
Giuntoli-
happen this international break because it's only been 3 games.
Yeah.
But that
Just
October one, watch out.
because Alcon basically told Giuntoli, you take over now. That's what happened. I choose you. I picked you up from Napoli. You make this work. I'm sitting back because he's not like Agnelli that involved. He isn't. He isn't at all. It's just you make it work, and you have Calvo. He's gonna help you, and Mana. With Calvo already being very open.
Adamant.
Yeah,
Yep.
that he doesn't want Allegri at the club. So the rumors will be more spiced compared to last season. They will be more believable, in my opinion. Keep in mind Tudor's out there to take over mid-season. Not saying
Yeah.
I want that, but like these rumors will like just write them down. People watching, those rumors will pop up really quickly.
Man, Igor Tudor quit his job for Juventus.
I
Remember how crazy that was? Like,
to this day, I
thought
still
that was-
believe that's actually happened.
Antonio Conte is still available too.
Yeah. The rumors will be spicy.
He's been back to Torino.
The rumors will be spicy. I'm not praying for it. Like I want to coach, but I want to win. So I'm not praying for us to completely fall. Like I want the club to make the decision when needed.
I want a quick decision. That's why I said October, because that's like another 3 or 4 games. You can salvage a season after 7 games.
Yeah, I'm not saying lose all 7 games because I want to Allegri.
No.
Like I'm not one of those fans. But like you said, if that's a worst case scenario, it needs to happen quickly, and we need to get it over with.
Yes.
But let's see.
So we are on Allegri watch again throughout the season.
Yeah, I think.
And we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, because we saw Sunday what happened, and now next Sunday there's another game. Isn't it weird that there's like a massive break? Like it's nice. I'm gonna be honest, it's really nice.
Yeah.
For me personally, because I got a lot going on, but like it's nice that it's
Yeah,
just
personally
Sunday,
it's
Sunday,
good, but
Sunday,
yeah, yeah.
and I don't have to watch shit Sunday, shit midweek, shit Sunday, shit midweek.
That's a positive thing, but yeah,
Okay,
it's
again,
just
before we absolutely close, not this time, not exactly this time, like from mid-September to the World or just before the World Cup, that was the worst time to be a fan since we were seventh.
yeah. That was pure
Like
stress and chaos.
Monza,
Wait,
Maccabi,
wait.
you got something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I
This is
have no, I
oh
have
nothing.
nothing. I got
Okay.
hyped. I got hyped. Oh my, I'm not gonna read it out.
Can you
Oh
read it out?
no, I just
Can you just read it out? It's funny. It'll be funny.
no, it's in Italian. So I saw a quick tweet from Pedula talking about Taremi and about money, and then I saw Alexandro popping up. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna use the money to bring in Alexandro. But he's basically saying there's a difference between demands, and just keep in mind how they negotiated for Alexandro back in the days. I'm like, screw you.
Oh, okay.
Like he got me in the first half. He did.
Yeah. He pulled in all the Juventus fans just like you.
Yeah, I was. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Like first, like I read through the lines really quickly. I saw money. I saw Alexandro. I saw Porto. I'm like, oh my god.
Too funny. Okay. We'll wrap it
But
up there.
yeah,
Um Again, please like and subscribe to this channel, or please like the video, subscribe to this channel. Follow us on X and Instagram and Facebook at Bianconeri Zone. Um, follow Ale at Alejandro BZ on X. Follow Justin at Justin Sofro on X, and follow myself there as well at Gennady151. Um, we'll see you. Well, you'll see Ale tomorrow for a live, or tonight for a live, and then Justin and I are back for an After Dark on Thursday. Friday, there's going to be a live preview. Saturday, there's going to be my breakdown of Empoli, and then it's match day.
yep.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.